Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Kansai Collective. Today, join with us is our guest, Dhika. We're going to talk about the corporate world of Jakarta, getting here to Japan, pursuing some passions like photography, Nara, the heart, and some of
the real
part of Japan.
The real.
And some of Dhika's experience with a bunch of different cultures in the U.S. and Japan.
Kansai Collective. West side of Japan, we out here coolin', Zane and Nessa got connections. We know you got questions.
Yes, very old.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Hey. Insane in the membrane. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Kansai Collective.
Yes.
I am Ace Questenberry. To my right, my co-host.
Zane Fletcher Johnson live in the Kansai, baby.
Kansai. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you if you've been here from episode number 1. If you've been here from episode whatever
2, 3,
episode
4.
we're on now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we all have a lot, to
I don't
be
think
honest.
we're over, maybe less than 50. I think.
Less than 50, but
50.
close to 50.
Step by step, we'll get there. But thank you. We appreciate you, lovely viewers at home, spending your time watching us here at Homemachi Osaka, the deck, our patron saint Tomo. We appreciate the space. If you guys are looking for somewhere to come and make it happen, as he like to say, or as we like to say here at the deck, this is the place to do it. Creative space, share office, maker space, 3D printers, CNC machines, whatever you need, you can get it here.
And we're looking to get more interesting people on the podcast.
Zane and I are definitely not that. We need more. We need something else.
Ace is talking for himself. I'm talking for Kansai. Yes, but anywho, like, comment, share, subscribe, ask us questions. We're doing this to give people the side of Kansai that you can't see. And the more support we get, the better things we can do with the Kansai Collective. So
thank you again, everyone. We appreciate it. But enough about all of you. It's more about the man to my left.
Yes.
Wow.
Dhika, introduce yourself.
Oh, such a pressure right there, man. Y'all. All right. My name is Andika Aditya. Jakarta's born and breed.
Oh.
And here in Japan, 4 years or so. Yeah, I almost hit my 5 years. Yeah.
Almost hit 5.
fifth,
Okay, so we're similar. So, from Jakarta originally.
Yeah, Jakarta born and breed.
So for all the people at home that have no idea where Indonesia is, please give them some information.
Oh, basically, Indonesia. Jakarta is in Indonesian capital. We are the biggest country in Southeast Asia. Note that. And if you know Bali, we are the country that own Bali.
Bali is Indonesia.
So all the Japanese, because all the Japanese where is Tuku this guy Indonesia? It's like Bali, you know Bali? It's like, I have been to Bali. It's like, bitch, come on. I'm sorry, whoops.
Yes, watch that language.
Whoa,
Careful
Kid
there,
friendly,
Dhika.
kid friendly.
So
Sorry, man.
it's how they do it in Jakarta, man. They're to the point.
Okay, so let me ask you, bro. What is Jakarta like? Is it like New York, Paris, London? Is it like, what type of vibe is out there? Like city
any
vibe?
other big city, bro. I think I've been many big, not New York though. It's like the biggest. But to be honest though, like at the bigger city, like there's lots of money going on, financial districts, and place to hang to, right? And of course the hood.
Of course, the hood.
Of course the hood. Every big city have that hood.
Right.
So yeah, I always sling in between that.
Okay.
Because the hood has a good place.
Of course.
That's what it is. So yeah, I've been in Jakarta for almost all my life, but that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
What were you doing in Jakarta? Like, okay, you went through your normal schooling, education. What did you end up doing as a job when you got one?
Well, basically, I'm Asian here, so like any other good Asian, you go to university, best university in town, University of Indonesia, my alma mater. Hello, guys.
Hello. Love it.
And then I went there, and then still don't know what to do. I have a degree in accounting, so economy is my thing, and then what to do, man.
All right, hold on. Let me ask. So you went to college, one of the best, you said, in Jakarta, right?
The best
The
University of
the best.
basically Todai of Indonesia.
Ooh, wow.
Put some
dang.
respect on his name, Zane.
So hold on. So you studied very, very hard. You're very chill now, but
No,
no.
man. I'm just got lucky.
Oh, really?
I'm very gut lucky, to be honest, man. We got a test, right? The national academic, right? It's a public university, so you got to test all the like in Japan, like it's benkyo, right? And I'm just like, no, man, I'm just like playing my Kingdom Hearts. Gotta beat that Sephiroth, and I waking up really giddy, like I'm just going in because I don't like because accounting. It's not my thing.
Okay.
That's right, I'm right there.
Interesting.
So you went into accounting knowing that accounting wasn't your thing?
Yeah, man.
Or did you find out when you were in accounting that you were like, this isn't what I like?
I gotta be honest, man. I always do remedial, which means I must do redo tests every damn time in accounting in my school.
Okay.
In my high school. So that's the record you don't like to be when you go to accounting, right? And then I just do the test. I'm like, oh man, check. I don't like it. So the system is like you can pick a major you want to do in Indonesia and that university. So first thing I like history. I'm history buff. But it's not popular for Asian to pick the histories. You know what I mean? Don't bring money. So first you must go the parents' way. Economy, economics, and then the second one is my. But I'm not people like that. I put history first, economics seconds, and I got passed on economy.
You're like, oh no, what?
I don't tell nobody. Because
What have I done?
Yeah, man, I get admitted, right? Because the same, you open your internet and you pass or not, right? I open, oh no, I'm passed. Because I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it.
So you like BS'd your whole way through the test, but you passed?
Yeah.
Task failed successfully.
Wow. Task failed successfully.
I mean, I'm go full Naruto on that one, man. This is my ninja path.
Did you just say go full Naruto?
Yeah,
on
man.
it? Yes.
Go full Naruto on that one.
He wouldn't know.
I
He
have
doesn't
no
get
clue what
the-
you're talking about.
The
Yes.
depth of that.
Yeah.
Love it. So you end up in economics. Didn't really want to. You graduate, and then back to Zane's original question. After university, you didn't know what you wanted to do. So where did you go from that point?
Well, financial district, going to the bank. So I go in first in multinational company divisions on the biggest capital bank in Indonesia. Good for titles.
Good for titles.
Good for the titles, man. Asian like the titles.
Right,
You
right.
need to.
So, bro, you keep on talking about Asians, and it's really crazy. I have a really good friend, Tommy, who's Asian as well. And you guys keep talking about, like, the Asian way of thinking, like how your parents are like, you guys got to go to school and study. That seems like, because I have no clue, what that feels like. But because you see it in Japan, but obviously it's everywhere in the Eastern Asia. I'm just, like, curious, like, how it's that overpowering. Like, your parents, like, when parents get older, they kind of become more softer and easier to deal with. But like, I guess for Asian people, it's a little.
Does the pressure ever go away?
Yeah.
No, man. This is the Asian problem. You never get enough. But that's what we love, That's
why every Asian country, why do they have this way of thinking?
Because they want elevation, brother. You learn about history. Almost all Asian and Africa got colonized. We are got colonized, and then we are got the shit job. I'm sorry, but that's what the world there and our parents and grandparents in. We have the not good job, so we want to elevate ourselves when we can, and say they want to put the Now's the time.
Because that's a fact, bro. Like, think about it in America, you know what I'm saying? You, like, the stereotype of Asians are, like, they're good at math and science, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, to backpack off what Dhika's saying, it's exactly that, where it's like in the household, it's like, well, the grandparents had a really tough situation. The parents improved a little bit, but if the child becomes a doctor, then the whole family is elevated in the social status, right? Is that kind of close? And again, I don't know anything, but I do like history as well. So
all right, so you felt that pressure the whole time going to school, and then you finally pass, and you know, the economist test, and then you're like, okay,
to the bank.
You know, your parent, obviously your family is very important because you continue to go down that path. You found this one of the best banks in Jakarta. What was your experience there?
Basically, it's eye-opening for myself. It's a blessing, man. Everywhere I go, I end up in the blessed situation. I can learn many things. So amen for that. I end up in the multinational company division, which means international. So I take credits, audit them companies and which rank they are in and which category they are in, and that's the loan we can give them, something like that. And because I'm international, we talk to many clients. There's like the Chinese, the Indians.
So you're getting that experience, expanding your options outside of just Indonesia, right? You're having the interactions with the exposure.
Get in touch in other cultures, yes, for sure.
So if I can prelude that in, so how do you go from Jakarta's biggest bank auditing international companies to a couple years, you said 4 years in Osaka? Or in Japan?
No, in Nara. I'm mostly in Kansai.
Mostly in Kansai. Good. That's what we want to hear. So what leads into that? How do you go from that international corporate world to living here in the Kansai?
Oh, basically, I get enough of it because I know myself. I only do what I want to do. And it's like half-hearted stuff I do, right? I got the money, I got the drips, I got all the bling-blinks, you know. Yes. And then...
You finally beat Kingdom Hearts.
So I beat Kingdom Hearts. I'm in the kingdom right now. And then we go right there, and it's just, I don't know, man. Like the force guided me. Like
the force, baby.
Yo, my man is dropping quotes. I love it.
I love pop culture. What can I say? And then I'm just off. I don't feel in it. And then and there, I do the most crazy Asian kid can do. Quit my job.
Okay, yeah.
Quit the international corporation. First question is, what was your parents' reaction?
Oh man, yo. Of course, it's gonna be Godzilla and King Ghidorah situations. Like, are you an idiot? Yes, that's kind of situation, man. But it's your life basically, and as long as I don't hurt other people, but it's tough to, I get your parents, and I get back to my old hustles. Photography. So I did photography for financing my educations, half of it. So I back to that, touching my brothers and sisters in that industry and doing something, man, freelancing.
Okay.
Peter Parker stuff.
Peter Parker stuff.
Being Spider-Man, swinging every day.
My man's jumping from DC, Marvel, Star Wars, so anime. I love it.
Yeah, let's just touch on that just a tad bit. I do want to get back to the banking and this whole transition, but why do you have such an attraction to the pop culture like in America?
Pop culture in America. Oh, man, America's pop culture is like injected to every other nook and cranny all over the world. Among them is Indonesia. So I grown up with it. All the good stuff. Captain Planet, if you remember Captain Planet.
Yes, I do.
Captain Planet.
Yo, he's a hero.
He's a hero. Gonna bring pollution down to a zero.
Wow, yes. I don't remember it like that, but it was.
I can sing though. That theme song is burned into my brain. I can sing the whole Captain Planet.
Now you can guess what generation we are, and then.
We're Gen Zers.
But that's what's kind of brought me pop culture. Star Wars is for me is life.
So if you had to pick, because I mean, like I said, you've referenced like 5 very different ones. I mean, you've got Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anime. Like, you got a favorite?
Which one?
I'm saying, is there?
Go ahead, give us a favorite
what's
anime.
Your favorite?
Give us a favorite.
Well, favorite. No, it doesn't. Not even anime, but like, if you had to pick a favorite pop culture, whether it be anime, whether it be sci-fi, whether it be comics.
Straight up Star Wars.
Star Wars. Not a bad
Oh
choice.
yes.
Bad
Star Wars,
choice.
man. I'm a Jedi.
What do you think of the new ones?
What new ones?
The new movies, the recent 3 new ones.
Is
Right.
there any?
No. I think that gives the
Hey, yo,
answer.
is
Yeah.
there any? Oh man, yo, I don't. But the new series kind of cool.
Wait, what is that?
Mandalorian.
Boba
Right.
Fett.
Oh yes, facts.
And Obi-Wan coming next week. Hey, yo, just check it out.
Check it out, folks.
Check
You're
it
a
out.
fan
The
of-
OG coming in.
The OG Obi's coming in.
Obi's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's cool. All right, so back to the banking.
All right.
And okay, you finished. You quit the job.
Yeah.
And then you started.
Slinging again.
Yeah.
Slanging that picture.
Yeah. Snap, snap, snap. Like the Peter Parker.
Yep.
You feel me? What were you doing? What type of jobs were you doing?
Basically, lots of it. It's keep in touch with my brothers and sisters right there. I still keep in touch, so they bring me back in the scene. So basically, when I got quite lucky. This is blessings all the way. Praise the Lord.
Blessings. Yeah.
A blessing. Count your blessing, brothers. That's you need
Love
to
it.
count on that. So back in the university year, I get in touch with my brother, same name, Dhika, and he offered me like, "Do you wanna get a side job?" Sure, man. I need money, and I work with the. Do you know AKB48?
AKB48. I do know AKB48.
They make a branch in Jakarta. It's called JKT48.
JKT40.
Don't
Jakarta
laugh, man.
48.
Don't laugh. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's awesome.
I thought that he's kidding, right? I'm gonna work with them tomorrow. Like Asian like to bullshit.
right.
And
So you got plugged in?
I got to plug in. Like, where are you at? Like, what do you mean, man? I told you today we get something. Like, oh, it's for real? Yeah, for real. Come in. And then go down the place, and then there's a lot of Japanese. That's how my photography careers brought up.
Okay.
So that's why I learned Japanese.
Yeah, there's probably 48 Japanese people. JKT48. So you got plugged in. So for those, okay, so just to
Yeah.
prep, because that's like a huge like drop of information there. AKB48 is well, backtrack a little bit. In Japan, we have idol culture, groups of boy bands, girl bands that are like worshipped to the point of they're idols. Idol culture is a huge thing. One of those largest groups is a group called AKB48, which started out with 48 girls, singers.
Crazy.
They were all singers. All,
Crazy.
Something around like that.
yeah, and now it's much more. I think there's tons of them
They
now,
corporation.
right? Yeah, like there's they swap them out. It's like a factory of cute
They
kawaii
make
dancers.
branch.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they got a Jakarta branch
Yeah,
apparently.
branch.
So for him to just like casually be like, I got plugged into the Jakarta 48, it's essentially saying like he just got dropped into like MTV on like set with something. I mean, because
Yeah.
AKB48 is like
Yeah.
one of the most popular ones in Japan. There's thousands of them.
That's a
so
fact.
so you got plugged into AKB48's factory, let's say,
Yeah.
and is that what started your kind of connection to Japan?
I think it's like a connection to Japanese pop culture in highway. So because I can speak Japanese a little bit, sometimes they summon me like that. So from that slinging, get more branch off. Like I can do photography, I can do translations for pop cultures. Because the problem for translation even now in Japan is like even the highest rate translation, they cannot translate what pop culture is.
Like the conveying the feelings,
The
or, like,
feelings and
nuance.
the nuance, the
Right,
the
right,
lingo.
right,
They don't
right,
understand. Even if you go to Tokyo Comic Con, sometimes there's kind of confusion and they not deliver.
Right,
and
right.
that's something like that. But I got lucky because I love pop cultures. I'm there.
Right,
and
perfect job. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long did you do that?
I mean, until 2018.
2018.
So
okay.
yeah, 2018.
So then you must have come to Japan right after.
Yeah,
right?
right
So
after,
that puts you at the
basically.
4-year mark.
So what? You were just like, you know what? I like working with this company, and you're like, okay, let's see what I can do in Japan. Like, what was that next? How did you take that next step to get to Japan?
All right, it's basically another crazy story. Like I quit my job just like that. So basically, I got hooked up in Asian games. It's like a Olympic, but for only Asian country. So I got that.
the Asian, like the Pan Asian Games or the
The
Asian
Asian
games?
games, the real Asian games.
Okay.
So I got hooked up on the jiu-jitsu division. I do documentations and
For jiu-jitsu?
for jiu-jitsu division.
That's so
and yeah, I surprised though. I thought we were gonna work with the Japanese, but it's all the Arabs. But Arab money is strong, so I'm okay. Dollars coming in.
Okay.
So
So you were a commentator? Like
No.
sports commentator?
no. So documenting like
Document.
videos and photos and manage media relations because I can speak English and
Right.
something like that. And I manage medias, and after that, I get in touch with many people, right? I get from people from Arabia, Middle East, another Asian country, and European also. And wow, these guys flying in, flying out, and doing their life.
Right. Right. Living the life, I
Yeah,
bet. Yeah.
it's so cool.
To be on the national
To be
Arabic jiu-jitsu team,
Yeah.
probably living
And-
it up.
and super something, right? It's like, it's plugging in, right?
Right.
And then let's try, and then long story short, after that project's done, I liquefied all my assets and where to go. Like either back to America or Japan. I love Japan. Let's try Japan. It's like,
So you just on a whim, you're like, liquefy everything and just start over
man.
again in
Yeah,
Japan. So okay, so that is a crazy journey. But you touched down. Where was your first experience in Japan?
of course, all the boys Tokyo.
Tokyo. Starts out in Tokyo. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you was in the pop culture, you're doing all that, right?
Yeah, I wanna bring my camera and work in Tokyo because at the time it's like rising of the IG stars, all the
cool.
street shots,
2018,
2018, 2017, right? You
Street
remember?
shooters. Yes.
Straight shooters climb all those mountains and those buildings, shoot all the Tokyo scapes, right? And that's what I wanted to do because I was photographer back then,
Right.
and turned out so hard.
Right. Who would have thought?
Who would've
Competitive
thought?
Tokyo photographer scene.
And I'm Indonesian. My money not strong enough. My money doesn't have the force on it like dollars. So it's weak money. So running down so hard, and after that, people got me patched up. My senpai got me patched up. I have sensei in my but he's in Kansai. All right, man.
So now you
Let's
start
try.
thinking maybe not Tokyo, maybe somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Okay. So you start in Tokyo, competitive photography scene, end up in Kansai.
And then in Kansai,
Where in Kansai?
Kyoto,
Kyoto.
the
Excellent.
old capital of Japan.
The old capital. All right, but you're here in Osaka. So you've got experience in Tokyo. You've got experience in Kyoto. You're here in Osaka today. Where's your favorite place so far?
To be honest, brothers, after all the experience, the most unexpected, it's Nara.
Nara.
Yep, that's a
nothing
gem.
wrong with that.
I mean, I cannot believe I love Shikamaru Nara from Naruto. I live in Nara now, like, around full
connections.
circle.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Around full circle.
Shikamaru Nara is his character Naruto. Comes from the Nara clan.
Kind of got that.
They're
figured
dear
that.
people.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
but
and
they-
then I
they like
live in the real spot. So,
So
What do you like about Nara?
right.
Yeah.
it's serenity, I guess, because Kyoto, to be honest, when you live there, it's more and more going like in NYC. It's in between, like it's like Bali. There's a traditional side, and there's like a guy Hujin coming in and build the culture in.
Gentrification.
Yeah. And then Osaka, too much like Indonesia. We don't like. I go so far, don't want to go back in the vibe of where I came from, right? And then Nara, and then I put there because everybody say, "What's in Nara?" Even the Japanese say, "What's in Nara?"
Right.
The joke is like, "Shika shika nai jan."
Right.
It's like there's
Other than the deer, what is there?
right? So and then I live there. It's like Dragon Ball collections. Like
Okay.
So in Nara is big. You cannot go to in the middle of Nara and get everything.
Right.
It's like
All
everywhere.
different places.
Right.
That's a
Right.
So
fact.
like there's spot for sakura. It's like the Senbon sakura. So the whole mountain full of sakura. It's called Yoshino. It's in Nara. It's a Tanzan Jinja. It's like one of the best autumn spot in Nara, and so also onsen. I forgot the name in Nara. So everything there is in Nara, but it's so very low key, only in Japanese website.
Right.
So
Nara-
man, you gotta check out.
Nara's the the heart of Japan. A lot of people describe that.
The real OG old capital.
Yeah,
Japan.
the real
The
OG
original,
old
yeah,
capital.
exactly, the original capital from the Nara Jidai.
There's so many, the Nara Jidai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so many gems that people don't even know about because it's so focused on Kyoto, Osaka, Wakayama, but Nara.
A big problem too is like the access out there, where it's
Yeah.
like in Kyoto, like people know about the spots because they're like on billboards and they build train stations directly to them. Like, you know, you go, but Nara, like you said, like you gotta find them. They're not. You're not just gonna have a train that takes you right to this exact spot. It's a little bit of a journey to get this stuff.
It's basically like America. It's car society. You must have a car to.
Do you
to
have a
run
car?
around. Nope.
Oh,
This is when the tricks, the blessings are always coming in, right? Patch it up with some peoples, and people takes me somewhere,
right.
man.
You just got the connections. Nice. Okay.
You know what I love just about Dhika's life, man? It's crazy. Just a lot of blessings, right? He
Nothing but.
he didn't want to go to economic school for business, right? But he took the test, didn't even try, got into one of the best schools, right? And then he gets into the best banking. Yep, banking. But then he's like, nah, I don't even want to do that, man. And then a friend hooks him up with AKB 48, a huge company
Yeah,
or
huge
thing in Japan. Goes into Tokyo. And then, it's just really cool. You give me a lot of inspiration and hope, like that. If you just how do you just keep getting these gems? It's there's no science to it, but you're obviously doing something.
Got that coin.
That's the question, man. I cannot answer that, man. I told you, count your blessings. It's always do good to everywhere around you, and it will come back to you.
That's how it goes.
It's my black grandmama say attitude.
Makes it attitude or no?
Yeah.
Gratitude is the attitude.
No.
It's all your attitude.
Attitude. Maintain your altitude.
Oh, attitude maintain.
Maintain your altitude.
Love that.
Yeah, been to
He
America.
has a black grandma, cause
Yeah.
how do you get a black grandma?
Oh, that's a little story. So I went to America with my grandpa. Well, man, back then we don't have internet, so aku got it, the Disneyland.
Okay.
We didn't want to. All Asian kid want to go to Disneyland. And my grandpa like, do you want to live with me in America for a while? Like, of course I am. And then my father,
Here, another gem.
mother, they asked me, right? And then, but yeah, and then I will go with my cousins right there.
Right.
For
Where in the U.S.?
L.A.
L.A. Okay.
West
Beautiful. At least he's getting a good image of America. Not like you in the middle.
You're not going to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh, but man, I mean, like everyone in Japan, when I said, yeah, I've been to LA and for a while, and then like, oh, Sagai, Hollywood. No, man, I in the hood.
In the hood.
Which part of LA are we talking about?
So that's the Gotham City of LA. So that's for sure not what your imagination is like, LA, yeah, oh,
You're like, no, not that LA.
No, that the real LA.
Nice.
Okay. So what's the real LA? What did you experience out there? How did you know you was in the real LA?
And how long were you in the real LA?
Not for a while, man. Not really good to mention, but the blessings I get there is like gold. I exposed my first multicultures injections right there, and when you put yourself Asian kid in a bunch of black boys, you gotta be confused.
You get confused.
You gotta be confused, man.
Yeah, like he was telling me, man, before he met me, like, just coming from like Indonesia, I guess there's like a stereotype because of the how black people are perceived or portrayed in movies and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
at that time it's like all crack and guns, and like, and you put me with all that,
Right.
movies and black people cracking guns, and then surrounded by black guys, dangerous. And but
So what was it like? So what was the reality like of that? Like,
it's of course there's dangerous parts real.
Of course,
I cannot
yeah.
shake that. But the brotherhood, it's real too.
Yes.
Subhanallah, I feel so good. Like the best quotes, like, you gotta be roaming all the time because they drop you in all the black slangs. Like so you know. You are from third world country with textbook English, and suddenly they slam you with the you so fresh off the boat. Fresh off the what?
Fresh off the boat. You're like, I took a plane here.
Yeah, exactly. That's my answers. That's exactly.
No boat. I flew. I swear.
Yeah, exactly. That's my answers. No, I came by plane. Like, and everybody laughing. Like, oh my god. From that and that. This is why I get this English.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
so you got your lesson in real English straight from the source.
Straight from the source, man.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. That's one thing that's cool that he understands that loyalty, because I've realized, man, loyalty is like my definition of loyalty to a lot of people's definition of loyalty out here in Japan is way different, and I think that does come from the black culture. In America, we're very loyal.
That's true.
I don't know, man. I mean, me and you pretty much see eye to eye, but like when I tell people, yo, like I F with you, you know what I'm saying? Like you my boy. Like I mean that, you know what I'm saying? That means that's loyal, you know. Our words hold a lot of meaning, or like hold a lot of weight in those, like, I guess,
We don't have much
poor
tatema.
areas.
Not much tatemai.
Yeah, it's like when I think I'm in the Jedi of when you said I got your back, G.
Yeah.
That's real for real,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
They
yeah,
got your back in the streets,
exactly,
like
exactly.
because it's like a territory situation.
Right.
If you're in the hood, it's like territory situation. You have this territory, you don't cross that territory. I think I don't know what NYC is, but that's how it is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You need another voice from that territory to bring you in.
Yeah,
If you
yes,
came
that's a
along
fact.
right there. You came along right there.
You know that?
I mean, I know, but I'm not gonna
Okay,
sit here and
good, yeah.
pretend like I'm from Delaware. Like,
Yeah, it don't matter.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know quite a bit, but can I say I have
That's a
first-hand
fact,
experience?
though. He
No.
is right.
Are you gonna try?
You don't go into another person's party, especially a black person's party,
If
and
you're not
no one
invited.
doesn't know you. Oh my god!
I do know
they would tear you
house
up.
party culture. I know about
Yeah.
that. Like,
no,
you got to know someone at the house party.
That's not house party, bro. That's a cookout.
The cookout.
You need to know the black cookout. That's another real situation
Bro,
right
have
there.
you been to a black cookout?
yes.
Yes, you have. What is it
of
like?
course.
Hold on. Let me
It's
cockle
sitting
me.
with my little plate, sitting in the chair. I'm not using a table because there's not enough room at the table, so I'm sitting there eating on my knees. It's lots of questions. Lots of people ask me how I feel.
That's good. Okay.
What's it like being here? I'm like, I'm grateful for the food.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
This food is delicious.
That's hilarious.
That's
awesome.
Alhamdulillah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I mean, black cookout is experience.
Jumping back in. So you're based in Nara now. Are you still doing photography?
I'm doing photography for fun right now.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
So yeah, just doing fun.
So I guess the question leading into this is do you see yourself staying here in Kansai? Do you have plans to go somewhere else, or what's kind of your image for things?
I think my image is I think I want to live in Japan now. To be honest, I'm just like 2 years, maybe dipping my toes to Japan, maybe, and then
That's how it
suddenly-
always starts, right?
Yeah, I don't realize it's almost 5 years. Like, ooh, what is this? And then I think I decided, well, maybe I live there. But yeah, I got something on the horizon, so I got something rolling good, you know.
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
here's another
Our next
blessing.
interview will be the follow up. How was the
All
horizon?
right.
So okay. So you got plans to stay here. Think you'll stay in Kansai or somewhere else?
It depends, man. Wherever the force take me.
Wherever the force takes you. Okay.
That's beautiful.
So, to touch on because you've had a very, as many guess, very
Yes.
unorthodox approach to being in Japan.
All right.
For someone in your situation where it's not like you had this plan for a long time to come to Japan. It sounds like you were exposed to your culture and then suddenly you're like, yeah, I'll go to Japan. Looking back, is there anything you would recommend to someone in a similar situation to you? Any mistakes you made? Any things they should avoid? Something they should focus on? So I guess what is your kind of feedback or tips or interest for people listening, what would you recommend?
Okay, I think you need to have vision, persistence, and passions.
Passion, persistence. What was the first one?
Vision.
Vision, persistence, and passion.
That's good. Vision, persistence, and passion.
Amen.
That's
Vision,
three.
persistence, and passion.
That's three
Vision,
key.
persistence, and passion.
and
Passion,
and
vision.
faith. I mean, I'm a man of faith myself, so that helped me a lot. Like Jedi, I believe in the Force.
So-
I have mine.
If you don't mind me asking, what faith? Because I know Indonesia is the largest Muslim country in the world.
I'm a Muslim, right here.
right. So I was gonna say, because it's all Muslim. in Indonesia.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum, brothers and sisters. Watch out.
There you go.
We're slinging right
Okay.
here.
So there's a lot of interest. That's interesting, man. That's a super different approach. So vision, persistence, and passion, and a little bit of faith.
Okay.
A little bit of faith,
bit of
man.
faith.
To keep your sanity checked.
Keep your sanity check, and a little bit of the force.
Yeah, a little
as
bit
well.
of force, man.
I love it, man. I love it. You got your closing remarks?
No, I just want people to know, when I met him and heard his story, I was just blown away because he had all the money in the world. Like, well, not all the money in the world, but he had such a
Enough for some freedom.
what people think is the American dream, just getting, a really good paying job. You feel me?
Checks.
But he was like, and mind you, he's been talking about this Eastern way of thinking, how the parents think like, yo, they want you to stay at a really good company. But he was like, nah, even though that's important to my family, that's not what I want. And even though I got all this money and I got all the drip, that's not what I want to do. And he left all of that and then took all his talent, to Japan. So I think it's just, like you said, vision, persistence, and passions can really take you far. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of unknown that you're going to run into. But I think the bigger risk you take, the bigger reward that you
Happiness
receive.
can't exist unless you take a little risk, as I like to say. So
And
very
That's a
remember,
good one. That's a good one.
you want to go to black people cookouts. If you are in America, you definitely, that's one thing. Like, when Dhika talked to me about that, Japan has no idea what a black people cookout is. That's
or you
like,
want to learn some real English.
yeah.
That's how you rapidly up your
Yo,
English.
I mean, you need to be ready first. It's like beyond expectations and empty your stomach because they're gonna fill you in really good. Like, very good. Like,
Fill you in, fill you out. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, Tomo, our patron, say it all the time.
Yes,
we love,
thank you,
appreciate
Tomo.
it. Here at Homachi Osaka, we're at the deck. If you guys want to make your space, share space, you want a place to make it happen, this is the spot. Aaron Edge Wilderness, our producer, we appreciate all the work you put in. Hinomato to the right, the man Zane, Dronex, Kabushigaisha, all the big sponsors for another episode of the Kansai Collective. If you guys want to check out more, feel free to subscribe to our Spotify. Take the podcast with you on the go.
Spotify,
Check out here on the YouTube
YouTube,
channel,
yes.
subscribe, our other social medias. You guys know where to find us. Drop a comment, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Hold on.
Hold
on. What did you like at Black People Cookouts? What was the best food?
We'll see you guys on the next episode of the Kansai Collective. Peace.
Kansai Collective. West side of Japan, we out here coolin', Zane and Nasa got